touch me.
All right, go outside.
Don't public
That's
building.
fine. Let's
Don't
go.
touch me. I'm walking. You're a tyrant. You're a tyrant. Don't you talk? What's going on, guys? Auditing America. I'm out with Chase from the Allen Report, and we're at the Sheriff's Academy. We're gonna ask a few questions in here about the Constitution. We're gonna see if they respect our right to video record. Can we just can we go down? Can we just take pictures?
Yeah, you just can't pass the gym
All right.
area.
All right, thank you.
Well, they do respect our right to video record.
Thank you.
Must be something to hide.
Hall of Pride? Sounds a little bit sus.
They got one
Hmm?
from 1852 is when it began. 1852.
That's the first sheriff or what? Can I get your name and badge number, please? Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Guess not. Guess he's not a cop. He could be in training to be one.
Oh, he is. He's not a cop.
In training. But that's a cop right there. Bringing food.
Just letting you know.
Just letting you know.
Just letting you know, there's people.
Oh, nice.
Just letting you know
Good morning, sir.
about the First Amendment. This is the right place. Can you tell us what classroom do you guys get to teach the First
You know what? I
Amendment?
just got here, man, on my lunch, so.
How much training do you get on freedom of speech or freedom of the press?
Well, you know what? Let me.
Just real quick, just real quick.
How you doing, sir?
Hey, how you doing? How much training does the Sheriff's Academy give on the Constitution, sir?
Oh, it varies. So depending on how can I call it, they're training to be detention officers or peace officers. Peace officers get about 720 hours that the state requires, but we do about 1,020. For detention officers, it's an 8-week academy, so it depends.
Do you think police officers or sheriff's deputies, do you think it would be better if everybody went to law school? Because
It varies because law school is for attorneys.
Yeah,
they're
but
not enforcing the laws. They're more protecting individuals that have been arrested for violating the laws.
but if they're enforcing the law, you know, they should at least go to law school, right?
Go
Don't you
to
think?
the headquarters.
Are you a teacher here?
An instructor?
Instructor, okay. And your name?
Deputy Audit.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Hi, how are you?
Good, and you?
Good. Do you work
You're
here?
looking for me? I'm the training director.
I'm not looking for you, but
Well, they said you were looking for me, so.
Okay, well that's good. I was asking him about how much training do you guys give on the Constitution. We have a lot of videos on the internet about police officers and sheriff deputies who disrespect our freedom of the press as citizens. I was here yesterday and I was assaulted by a sheriff who got cited at the jail.
Okay.
He got cited for assault yesterday for video recording a sheriff. Did you hear about that?
I heard it by word of mouth, but I wasn't sure exactly. So I just talked to the patrol sergeant. If you want to talk to him, because this is the training academy, you do have pre-entry level people, applicants applying. So right now we're busy. So if you do want to talk to him, you can head over to Sergeant Chavez.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't want to take much of your
We're
time.
doing some testing right now. So
Oh no,
I
I
have to tell them to wait so we can come talk to you.
well, I appreciate it. What's your name?
Lieutenant Galindo.
Lieutenant Galindo. Thank you very much. I appreciate you being nice and
Deputy Avila.
Deputy Avila. I appreciate it. You guys can continue.
Yeah, I just need you guys to escort because right now, if you have no business here, you guys can go to the substation and I can walk you guys over there if you want.
But we do have business here. We're working on a story about this place.
So once again, I need you out of here because
You see, that's my whole point.
Let's go.
You're gonna violate my.
I'm not gonna violate
This is
your
a
rights.
public
You
building.
can know, yeah.
This is a public
That's
building.
fine. Let's
Don't
go.
touch me.
All right, go outside.
Don't touch me. I'm walking. Don't touch
Watch
me.
yourself with
You're a
the-
tyrant. You're a tyrant.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go complain right now
That's
to
your right.
Internal Affairs.
Definitely.
You don't have this right.
Yes, I do.
You're interfering with our rights. That's why we're here. You guys trample on our rights all the time. You trample on our rights all the time.
What did he say?
Wow. You have no business here.
So let's go back to Internal Affairs. Let's talk to that guy and let's come back.
Yep.
Hey, what's going on, buddy? So,
I just got.
we were working on a story. And yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on, buddy? So we are working on a story. We were extremely nice, extremely peaceful, just walking around the publicly accessible areas. And then all of a sudden, the instructor, we asked a simple question to the instructor. We said, how much training do the police officers or the detention facility officers, all that stuff, how much do they get trained on the Constitution? And the guy didn't really have an answer. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't really care. He said, you guys got to get out
Then
and
he
force us
said-
out of the building.
Then he said, you have to leave right now. We haven't committed no crime. He said, if you don't have business here, we're working on a story. That's our business. And he decided to escort us off the property here outside the door.
And we
Yeah,
just came from meeting. Literally, right before going over there, we just came from meeting Detective Guzman from Internal Affairs, who said that we have the right to be in the public areas here. And we had an incident yesterday. That's why we were here speaking with Detective Guzman, and we're like, okay, so let's go ask a question at the academy because that guy yesterday at the jail interfered with our First Amendment. So at the academy, you guys are supposed to learn about our rights, and we have an academy instructor
who doesn't
know about our
the
rights
law
and
the
just
rights.
and just forcefully he forcibly removed us from the building. So if you can please come back
We're gonna
with
go
us.
do a complaint with the Internal Affairs, 2 complaints on the instructor.
Yeah, we
and then
just
we're gonna
filed.
go back and we're gonna
We
go
just
film, but
literally.
they need to understand that we're well within our rights. We didn't commit no crime. You know what I'm saying? It's all on film.
Headquarters is that?
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, it's right over here.
It's right.
somewhere.
It's right back there. We know, but as a police officer, we don't want to have to get to that. You're here. You're supposed to protect our rights. Although, you know, I have Detective Guzman card in my pocket, and I just came from him. Look, I have the paperwork in here. And we also have information about the FBI on our rights. You see? The FBI Civil Rights Program.
Okay.
The main cover right here, it's Article 1. That's exactly what we're exercising. Unless you go...
Yeah, they're in the building right now.
Yeah, they said, this guy threatened, he just said, you have to leave, you have to leave, you have to leave, and forced us out of the building.
With no reason, just
So
because
if-
he wanted us gone.
So I don't know if you can, but I appreciate it if we can go back over there,
Well,
so we can finish what we're doing in a public area without interfering with anybody.
Yeah.
And they need to understand that we have the right, or we can go back over there
We're
because
gonna go back to Internal Affairs.
El
Two
Paso-
complaints. We're gonna have him call that guy up. We're gonna come
El-
back, and
El-
we're not gonna be nice.
that's
this time.
that's disorderly conduct. And El Paso Internal Affairs takes these investigations very serious, and people can be submitted to a polygraph examination. And I just told Detective Guzman, I'm more than willing to submit anytime. I wanted to do it right now, but you know what? Videos don't lie, so people do. I have proof of what of the incident. I'm not looking for a lawsuit. I'm not looking for clicks. We're working on stories about the Constitution. So, long story short,
I would just suggest go back to.
but I don't. But the thing is, we don't want to go over there. We want to go back here. We don't want to keep filing complaints unless we really have to. But you can save this guy from from being in further disciplinary actions for what he just did. You know, that can be considered a crime. That's a crime. Well, however you put it. If I force you out of a public place
Without you committing a
without
crime,
you
that's
committing a
in
crime,
itself.
that's disorderly conduct for anybody, and especially if you have a firearm and you're a police officer. An instructor,
And
what
the
a shame.
The lieutenant didn't back this guy up. There's another officer came up and was making comments. They clearly don't know the law or the Constitution. Otherwise, they would have said, "Hey, we would have been well on our way home."
That's the
if They were
problem.
just like, "Hey, how you got shaking our hands? Hey, yeah, you guys are more than welcome to be in the lobby, whatever, blah blah blah."
That's the
Great,
problem, the
you know?
instructors. We found the problem. If the instructors are not teaching people property, of course the guy that's hired at the jail is not going to know about my rights if they're not teaching it.
By the way, that guy got cited for assault
Yesterday.
So we mean business. We're not, you know what I'm saying? We're not out here like trying to cause trouble. We're out here to do official business. And this official business here, the instructors need to be taught either they need to go either for more schooling or they need to be let go.
So
that's not what you're supposed to
yeah, we don't really want to be right here in the middle of the road, but if you want, I appreciate if you could just come. Bro, we're really in a rush. We don't want to have to change our day just to go complain on this jerk. We just want to finish our video and get his name so that we can keep it for the record, and that's it. You can go about your day. I know you have other things to do. We wanted to ask questions to them about how much we did actually.
We did.
We walked in first. We asked if we could take pictures. They said yes, and then an instructor comes up and says, "How can I help you?" And I said, "Well, I just want to know about how much training you guys get on our civil liberties." And then he told me about. He answered my question, and then he said, "Well, you guys have no business in here, so you guys have to leave." And I'm like, "Whoa! Yes, you have to leave." And he approaches me and forced me out of the building.
Not just
That's
one,
you don't do
he
that.
She had two other people backing him up. They were definitely the primary aggressor here.
All right. My best bet would be just go back to HQ, okay?
But I don't want to complain. That's the thing. I don't want to complain. You're here. You're a cop. Yesterday, do you know Sheriff Deputy Aguilar?
Yeah, we have some.
Very nice guy. He saved the day yesterday. You can do the same thing. We're not asking you to do anything.
We're not asking you to arrest them. We're just asking
We're
you
not.
to
No, we're
politely
not.
inform them
We're
of
not
our rights
asking
and
you
our
to do
rights.
anything special, brother. We're just asking you to secure for our freedom in this public building, which is right here next door, and that's all we want. Just let him know we can fix this real quick. It doesn't have to go all the way to internal affairs, investigation. Maybe a crime was committed. I don't want to press charges. I want him to know that I have the right to be there. He needs to leave me alone, brother. I just want to be there and work on my story, because my story is about police training and police accountability. That's what I do for a living. So he can't just assume Because
the best way you're gonna fix is go back to HQ, man. Talk to the detective.
but why can't you just come real quick, brother? It's right here. We just want to go back in there. If I go back in there, he's gonna arrest me. He didn't say that, but I know he will.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe somebody with a sergeant, lieutenant, that can escort you.
So can you call them up?
Escort us in, so.
They would have to go in.
No, just call your supervisor, brother, because the internal affairs people are not gonna come over here. What they can do is I can file a complaint there, and that's as much as it could go. But I want to go back in the building, and you guys are the ones that are supposed to keep the peace. So either you have the power to go over there and let them know, brother, or call your supervisor, and we'll wait. But I think you can handle it, brother.
I mean, yeah, I think the supervisor was already on the way, but that's when I saw you guys in the street.
Okay.
Supervisor's on the way, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was already on the way.
All right, well then, we'll hang tight then.
What's your name and badge number?
Hernandez, 5828.
All
Thank
right,
you. Accountability. Let's see if that's really a thing around
We
here.
stopped at the, I think it's the Academy.
Okay.
And they have a really nice, beautiful public lobby. They got all the officers and stuff. We were taking pictures of all that. And one of the instructors came out and said, "Hey, what are you guys doing or whatever?" And we were like, "Oh, we're just working on a story." And we asked him questions on the Constitution. He then got, I guess, annoyed.
No. He answered our question about the Constitution.
What was the question?
I said, how much training do they get on the Constitution? Because we were like, damn, bro, the academy is right here. How can they
the regional academy.
So we were like, okay, so let's go to the academy and ask questions. So we walk in, we ask for permission, which we know we don't need at the public area.
Well, we were being nice.
We were being nice. We asked for permission and said, hey, can we take pictures? Oh yeah, you can. You can just go in the gym area.
Yeah.
Perfect.
No
So
problem.
we walked all the way to the end of the hallway where they have guns and everything on
the display.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then this guy comes out, answers my question, and says, well, you have no further business here. You have to step out. And he forced me out of the building right now, touched my arm. So I don't want to press charges on him, but I just want, I just, another officer came and I explained to him right now, he just left. I said, can you call your supervisor? He just left. So I just want to be back, let back in the
The instructor
in the
didn't
regional
know more than
academy.
anyone that we have the right to be in there.
That's the problem. And then I tell him, I'm gonna go to internal affairs, and this guy thinks your job is a joke.
Yeah, he was like,
Because good luck with that. So I'll show you right now.
He basically was like, well, it's above my pay grade. You know what I'm saying?
How are you super nice and then turn into a full tyrant mode?
He said the supervisor was on his way, but then he.
Yeah.
Can we get a copy of that?
Oh, that video, please?
Yes.
So he said the supervisor's on the way, and then the cop leaves. Like it just seemed very dysfunctional.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because typically when you call for a supervisor, that officer's supposed to stay with you, and the guy just drove off. You know what I mean?
He got down, parked the vehicle, talked to us for like a few minutes, and then
we have
left.
a video too of us explaining like, hey man, you have the authority to go in there and be like, hey.
We didn't want to come here.
Let me get a copy of that video.
I will, but I explained to that sheriff. I said, look, man, I just left from speaking with Detective Guzman. I don't want to bother him again. This is embarrassing for you guys. You as a cop, we can just settle this right here, bro. It doesn't have to go all the way to a complaint.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, he kept encouraging me to come over here, and I said, why don't you just call a supervisor? And he's like, okay, gets in the car.
He said he's already on the way, and then we waited probably another 5 minutes, and then we were like, let's just go to the internal affairs. So we just came here.
That's the same one that escorted you out? Or is that a different?
No, a different cop.
Different
Who
cop.
is it? You have it?
Yeah.
The academy? If you got to the Paso Academy? All academies are restricted to the public because they're training academy plus they're doing testing.
Okay.
And so you can't go over there just because it's a training academy.
But it doesn't say
have any sign?
I
risk.
think they're gonna post
Then
it.
they're gonna post it. Because
okay,
the
okay.
access is restricted to the public, that's why. 'Cause
So how do you go-
It's an ongoing training academy. Like if you were to go over there and conduct business, official business with them, and then that's probably a way where you can actually go over there and meet with them, you know what I mean? But since there's a bunch of cadets, like you saw in the video with the red guns, they're in training, you know what I mean? So you don't want to disturb that environment.
Yeah.
You understand?
As we were approaching the door, there were no signs saying restricted access.
They even have a front.
trespassing.
They even have a front desk lady. So who's
Well, I
she
mean,
for?
Well, if you send somebody over there to deal or anything like that, or even the cadets that have questions and stuff like that, that's who they're supposed to deal with.
So we can't go there.
But, no. So I mean, you can go there, but there's gonna be a sign now that says restricted access.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there a publicly accessible lobby in that area now?
No, I don't think so. I think the building, because the whole building is a training facility. That's why.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Good to know.
All right.
Appreciate you guys.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, have a good day.
Have a good one.
Thank you, sir.
Take care.
No.
Oh, okay.
Take care, guys.
Oh, my bad.